everybody. Keith Jones behind the binoculars here at Parx for Saturday, September 21st. It's the big day. It's Pennsylvania Derby Day here at the track. A 13-race program, a beautiful afternoon. Temperatures warming up into the mid-80s. We'll have a fast racetrack and a firm turf. Let's take a look at the three graded stakes on the program today. We'll start with the ninth race, the Grade 2 Gallant Bob. That's a 6-furlong sprint for 3-year-olds. And I like the program choice and morning line favorite here, number 7, King Jack, coming in from the west for trader Jerry Hollendorfer. Joel Rosario will be aboard. Now, he did not make his career debut until June of this year, June of his 3-year-old season. He is a son of tremendous sprint sire Jimmy Creed. He came right out of the box at Santa Anita and won a maiden special weight by better than 3. And after that went 7/8 at Del Mar and won that first level allowance by daylight at the end. Now, after that race, his next start was going to be here in the East in the Grade 1 Alan Jerkins at Saratoga, but Hollendorfer decided instead to keep him home at Del Mar and race in the 1-mile Shared Belief, and I actually love that move. After running second behind Improbable that day, he will now be cutting back in distance today from that mile distance to 6 furlongs. He also is a horse that does not need the lead to win. He has shown the ability to win on the front end or from just off the pace, so he does have tactical ability as well. He's very fast. I think he's set for a big effort today. Again, I love the turn back for the mile to 6 furlongs today. Number 7, King Jack, gets my call in the Gallant Bob. Great race, the Grade 1 Cotillian this afternoon. 3-year-old fillies at 1 mile and 1/16. A field of 11. Looks like it's contenders are Serengeti Empress. You can probably make a case for Geltrin. Horologist is on a 4-race winning streak, opening up at 15-1 for trader John Massa. Undefeated Guarana. Bellafina coming in from the West Coast, and Jaywalk draws the outside post. I like Serengeti Empress today. That's Irad Ortiz riding here for trader Tom Amos, and her game is all about speed, and I think the inside post, despite the fact there's other speed in the race, is exactly what she wants. It's the shortest distance between 2 points. She'll be gunning as she always does, and she will be able to make the lead. And if you watch her races when she does make the lead, she is just very, very tenacious. She does not really let horses get past her very easily. If you go back to the Kentucky Oaks, she has the lead the whole way. A horse runs at her on the outside, and she just refuses to give up and ends up edging out at the end. The other horses are well back for third, and I think you get the same kind of scenario here today. Now, you're going to get plenty of money on Guarana. Now, Guarana beat Serengeti Empress up in New York in the Grade 1 Acorn Stakes, but that was a completely different race. That was a 1-turn mile. Serengeti Empress was forced to run a half-mile that day in 43.99, a ridiculous pace for a mile. And despite the fact that she did give in to Guarana, she still finished second and was better than 2 lengths clear of the third horse that day. So Guarana got a great setup that afternoon. This is a completely different race, a 1-turn mile to a 2-turn mile and a 16th. She draws the 8 hole as well, so I think she'll have her work cut out. Bellafina has not had any success outside the West Coast, and Jaywalk, despite the fact that she's here at her home track, that 11 post at a mile and a 16th, I can't see her being anything but wide into that first turn. The jockey, Joel Rosario, will be forced to either gun it very hard in the early going, or he's going to have to lose some ground around that first turn, and she has not been the same kind of filly as a 3-year-old season as she has been at 2. In the 10th race, the Cotillion, I'm going to go with number 1, Serengeti Empress. The big one, of course, the Pennsylvania Derby with a scratch of Maximum Security. We're down to a 6-horse field. Looks like the 2 big contenders here are Improbable, trying to give Mike Smith and Bob Baffert their 3rd consecutive Pennsylvania Derby win, or Mr. Money, who is coming off 4 graded stakes victories and steps up into the Grade 1 company for the first time today. Now, Improbable, I think, is going to be the pace setter here. War of Will, Mark Casse does not want War of Will in front. Carlos Guerrero does not want Spun to run in front. The other 2 horses, Math Wizard and the 30-1 shot, have no speed at all. Mr. Money loves that stalking trip from the outside post, so I think Mike Smith sends Improbable to the front. Mr. Money takes up that close chase stalking on the outside. And those 2 are going to start to quicken, I guess, with 3/8 to go. We'll see when Gabriel Saez decides that he wants to engage Mr. Money with Improbable. But I think Mr. Money can outfinish Improbable today. I think you're going to get better value on him. Improbable is most likely going to be the post-time favorite, so I think, again, the better value is going to be on Mr. Money. Could be a slugfest down to the finish. I think Mr. Money might prevail. So the 11th race of the Pennsylvania Derby, I'm going to make the call with number 6, Mr. Money. Have a great day and good luck.